The show is on the air with Saturday Night Baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. So the Bronx Bombers aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this. Dwight Gooden, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
So now here is Bo Bichette, and we are set for baseball here this evening. In there, strike one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
DJ LeMahieu is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Williams comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 3, Jimmy Fox.
Now to bat, Jimmy Fox is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is a located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him. Blue Jays go down in order. Blue Jays nothing. Yankees coming to bat. Major League Baseball on the show. Ross Stripling is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, listen, you don't have to know much about statistics to know that this is a bad one. How about this guy on the year as a starting pitcher? Left-handers are hitting over 300 against this guy. He's going to have to change something or he won't be pitching very long in this league.
First delivery to him. Derek Jeter is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And that's out number 1.
Batting second.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
Bernie Williams is at the plate as he watches ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Williams brings in a batting average resting just under 320, and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, and this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And this is what good major league hitters do with a pitch on the outer half. They don't try to do too much with it. Just square it up the best you can and drive it to the opposite gap. By the time the outfielders react and get to it, he's well on his way to third.
Here comes Tino Martinez. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1-0. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Springer to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the run will cross to make this a 1-0 Yankee lead.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Now at the plate here is Jose Canseco. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Darryl Strawberry would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Changeup too low. He walked him.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Ready now is Darryl Strawberry. His previous history with Ross Stripling, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. And he'll get back in safely. First offering, fouled away. Now a move over to first, and the runner back easily. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A runner on first with 2 away. Drilled to the right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Little ground ball with eyes right there. He might have been a little bit out in front, but I don't care. That's a bullet knock in the box score tomorrow morning.
Into the box now, Tim Raines, as it's on the ground toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Boy, you know, in today's game, Dero, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
And that's too high, ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And that's ball 3 now, as it just misses below the zone.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Green waits on it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. On to the second inning now from Yankee Stadium. It's the Yankees 2, the Jays nothing. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Sean Green. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
In there, strike 2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 10 home runs and 28 RBIs. Lift. Foul ball. Pitch. Popped him up. Boggs waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 6, the center fielder, George Springer.
Bases are empty here with 2 away. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Count even now at 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Now another 1-2. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. Posada has it, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the switch hitting catcher,
Yankees,
Jorge Posada.
The catcher, Jorge Posada.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you. I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in right here.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that's the first out.
Batting ninth.
All right, guys, here's the
baseman,
defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today.
Bob.
And, guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
He'll enter play with that average at a sterling .331. 5 homers and 19 driven in. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
That's down into left center for a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
So now to the plate, Derek Jeter, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Jeter has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
The 2-1. In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Back goes Springer. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter, the center
Stepping
fielder,
in next, Bernie Williams, runner in scoring position with two gone. From the belt, the pitch.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Right right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Popped him up. McGuire has a play, and he makes the catch to retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Yankees 2, the Jays nothing.
Welcome back to the Bronx, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Yankees this season. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Fernandez connects and sends it to deep left. Gone to lead off the inning.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
To the plate now, Reese McGuire, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 281 the average entering play. 5 homers and 15 RBIs. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the stretch. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
1-1. Misses, ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 2-2 one more time.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Payoff pitch one more time. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. 2 down with a runner at first, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We played 2.5. It's the Yankees 2 and the Blue Jays 1. Bottom of the inning now, and here comes the first baseman, Tino Martinez.
The first baseman, Tino Martinez.
Here's the pitch.
Ball one, no strike.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Gloved by LeMahieu, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The left fielder, number 33.
Next up is Jose Canseco. Worked a walk his first time up. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Down the right field line. That's going to be down for a base hit, possibly more than that. And this will bang up against the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now batter, the designated.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Standing in now, Darryl Strawberry, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He collected a base hit his first time up. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Ball 2.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Green looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him as the Yankees have taken a 4-1 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now
the next batter is Alfonso Soriano, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Popped him up. Fox is there, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We're through 3 in the Bronx. It's now 4-1 New York. All set for the start of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Jimmy Fox, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back the right fielder, and a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
Sean Green is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Good eye there by Green as he lays off, and it's 2-0 now.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
He loses him on ball 4.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Lourdes Gurriel will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Inside and low, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
From the stretch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Here's George Springer as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Called strike 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And he fouls this one off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Green leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
3-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for a base hit. His second in as many trips to the plate. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Nice approach by the batter right there. When you know your boy is moving, you start seeing stuff happening out of your peripheral vision. Wait.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Jays get one back on the solo home run. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. We looked into the numbers, and as a team, they've had a contact rate of over 85% in this game, meaning that when they swing the bat, they're missing the ball less than 15% of the time. To put that into context, the very best teams in baseball usually are right around 80% for an entire season. So at least for today, they're displaying an amazing ability to put wood to ball.
Thank you, Heidi. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Reined in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, the third baseman, Wade.
So bases are empty with one out now, and that'll bring up one of the members of the 3,000 hit club, Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on.
And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Now batting.
Next for New York, Derek Jeter. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch on its way. Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And Green will settle under this one, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. But welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time, they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Blue Jays.
So now to the plate, Reese McGuire. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. Around first, digging for 2. And the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
In his career, Bichette has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Again, another foul ball. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. In there, and it's 0-1. McGuire, the runner at second with 1 away. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Now another 0-2. Lifted in the air out to right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? next to hit, Jimmy Fox blasted a solo homer last time up. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter.
Thought we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. 1 left for Toronto. They trail it here 4-2. Tanner Roark will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Striding in is Bernie Williams. His career line against Roark up until this point, just 3 for 14. Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And this one is gone. A home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 11 for him on the season. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Man, that's not very nice. You come in from the bullpen and you get greeted with a bomb. He's going to have to hit the reset button pronto.
Into the box now, Tino Martinez.
The first baseman.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there and records the first out. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg. You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
The 3-0 pitch. Five runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And a fastball misses there, ball 4. Next, Cecil Fielder will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Fielder.
From the stretch. Throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. From the belt, the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Fastball just missed above the zone. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
So next to hit is Tim Raines. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. No balls and 1 strike. Now a pickoff play at second. Runner back safely. Ready with the 0-1. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. But add on one more as the solo shot. All set for the start of the inning. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Sean Green. And that one's in on the hand.
Sean Green.
There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Stepping in now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder,
George Springer, the next to hit. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, and the deficit remains 5-2. Digging in will be Alfonso Soriano. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Soriano.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Count even at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Next here is Jorge Posada. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
With that base-running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
The 1-1. And that's a fair ball, lined to the right side. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoke, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
Wade Boggs is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Popped him up. LeMahieu is there for it. He's got it 1 away. So next to bat will be Derek Jeter. Flew out last time up.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
The 1-0.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Chopped weakly to the left. The 2-1 home. This is hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is the left fielder, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 17 for him on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Mr. Cortez Jr. gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate now, Bernie Williams swung on and hit in the air again, deep down the left field line. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Into the box, Tino Martinez. He'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Changed up on him here, and this is grounded to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 33, Jose Canseco.
Digging in next, Jose Canseco. First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
That evens it up, 1-1. The pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he misses again, ball 3.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
Now batting.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
To the plate now, Cecil Fielder lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. Struck out in his first at-bat. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Canseco is off of first with 2 away. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Has a look, now the pitch. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Here now the 2-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Breezes him, a strikeout looking. nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. Ramiro Mendoza is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Mendoza.
0-1 the count. Mendoza is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1, and it's fouled away.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate, Reese McGuire pulled toward right center field. Williams will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Now at the plate is Tim Raines. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And this is high, a ball and a strike. This one is launched. Look at this. Into the second deck and gone. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx, that's that short porch in right field, D-Row. But you can hit the ball out of just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gaps, but right field is so juicy. As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
Julian Merriweather comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. 1-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Tried to get that one airborne, but it's 1-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The catcher, Jorge.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Jorge Posada is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Right side, but it's well fouled. Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be two. To second for one. Relay to first in time to get Posada, and it's a double play. And now here is Wade Boggs. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Swing and a shot toward right center. Green gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. The Yankees do get one on the solo homer. We'll march on to the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Bo Bichette. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Next to bat for Toronto, DJ LeMahieu. Ball one, well below the zone. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
1-2 to DJ LeMahieu.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Count still at 1-2. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an the strikeout, and there's one gone. Here's the first pitch to him. Jimmy Fox comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in.
He'll go to second for one, and it's by him into right field.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Lourdes Gurriel is at the plate as he takes a called strike one.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Bichette at third. Fox over at second. Green is over at first with one away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. George Springer is in with 2 away now as he looks at the call, strike one. Alan Trammell has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman. And he falls behind 0-2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Blue Jays strand 3, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. So the batting order turns over now.
For the Yankees.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Springer will wait on it. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Bernie.
Next, it'll be Bernie Williams. Big game for him so far. He's homered twice and added a triple for good measure. There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two balls and a strike. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
Now batting, first baseman, Tino.
Into the box, Tino Martinez. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
2-0 count. Here it comes. 3-0 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
3-0 pitch.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jose Canseco. Singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there.
Now
Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
In now, Cecil Fielder. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left, number 10 for him on the year, as this lead got even wider. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Matty V, I don't know what this is. D-Row, is this bad pitching or good hitting?
I think you have to credit both offenses today. They both came in with game plans. We walked around during batting practice. They were both super confident, and nobody is missing a barrel.
Ryan Barucki enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
The second baseman.
And talk about having a good game. Like most guys, this would be a good week. 4th hit of the game, and 2 of those D-Row's round trippers.
Yeah, he's going to have a smile on his face for a while here, Dan. These are special nights. You have to enjoy these. These don't come around often, and he is taking full advantage of it.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Another look at the big blow for the Bombers. A 3-run home run. One last shot for the Teoscar Hernandez digging in now.
Leading off the designated hitter.
Ron Guidry comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Now pitching for the New York
First
Yankees.
pitch coming. Here it is.
Number 49.
Fouled off.
Guidry.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball well outside. Guidry, 28 years old. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin. He's on the short list. There's not many guys who make it a year, 2 years, maybe max. I would wonder what the average length is of guys in the big leagues, but to stay in this game 15 years screams to being a great teammate and being willing to constantly adjust.
Posada is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Stepping in once again is Reese McGuire. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And that misses inside 1-0. A little indecisive with that swing as he waves through it. 2 out, nobody on. Right side and right into the shift. Scooped up. Throw on to first, and the Yankees continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over. 13-2 is the rather one-sided final tally. The Yankees scored a lucky 13 in this one. Dwight Gooden earns a league-leading 11th win of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Ross Stripling was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and